Hey guys, welcome back to the grilling and chilling pad outside the machine shop. So today I'm going to do some baby back ribs, and the recipe that I'm going to do today I got from Russ Jones, and his channel is Smokey Ribs BBQ and Southern Cuisine. Please check out the card up here for Russ's channel if you don't know about it. Great barbecue channel. Russ is a great guy, got some awesome cooks going on over there on his channel. And the recipe that I'm going to do is replicating one of his. He says this is his go-to recipe anytime he's cooking ribs for friends or family or whatnot. He does them for work sometimes, and he says he gets a really good response from it. So I wanted to try to replicate his recipe, and we're going to be using the Pit Barrel Jr. to cook these baby back ribs. And I got a fresh pack of baby backs right here. Now I'll buy these from Sam's Club here in town, and they're not too bad. This pack cost me $26, and you got almost 10 pounds of meat right here, and you usually get one slab that's got a lot of extra meat there. They're thick cut. These are really good ribs, really good value, I think, for what you're buying there. So the recipe that Russ shows is you use a binder or a base on the meat, which is mustard. So we got some mustard, and we'll be rubbing them down with that. And for the seasoning, I'm going to be using this Heaven Made Products Texas Best Rib Rub. It's some good stuff. I've tried it once before on these ribs, and it is a really good flavor. And then again, we're going to be using the Pit Barrel Jr. I've got it heating up over here, and we'll show you that. If you haven't seen, I've got a video on the Pit Barrel Jr. the first time I used it that kind of goes into more detail about how it's used. It's really a foolproof method of cooking ribs or anything on the grill. Alright, so let's go ahead and start getting these ribs ready. So here's our 3 slabs of baby backs. You can see they got lots of good eating meat on them. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the membrane on the back. And the little trick that I've learned is you can usually take a paper towel to help grab these. And by the way, I just like using these neoprene gloves whenever I'm either working or doing cooking. I just enjoy them. So we're going to try to get a hold of this membrane. There we go. You just want to peel that off of there. Now you don't have to do that. This is an optional thing. But I think it makes a better rib with the membrane removed. So we're going to do that to all 3 now. So I use the Pit Barrel Jr., which is a little smaller and shorter than the Pit Barrel Cooker, the original size. So what I do on these racks of ribs is I cut them in half, so that you don't have one end that's hanging a lot closer to the fire than the other end. Seems to do a lot better cook on these ribs. Also to note that it comes with 6 hooks. Now you can buy more if you want them from Pit Barrel, but they do come with 6 hooks, so that'll give me an even 6 racks of ribs to hang. Just kind of eyeball the middle there. Okay, now we're going to do the binder. So we'll take our mustard, and we're going to rub them down real good with mustard. This helps hold the seasonings or your rub onto the meat. Okay, so we're going to do that to all 6 racks here. Alright, now that we got them coated down, we're going to go in there with our Texas Best Rib Rub from Heaven Made Products, and we're going to give them a real good coating down with the seasoning. They make some really good stuff over there. This is going to put a nice flavoring bark on the outside of the ribs that is just going to be nothing but pleasure to bite into. Alright, so we're just going to keep doing that to all of our racks, and then we'll get ready to hang them. So we got these things ready to hang. We're about to put the hooks on there. And I was going to mention, so one of the secret ingredients to this recipe that Russ shares is a spritz mixture of bourbon, whiskey, and apple juice, which is what I got mixed up right here. So I have about half of this bottle or half of this mixture right here was Mill Street bourbon whiskey, which that Mill Street bourbon was given to me when I was up in Zanesville, Ohio last year. So I'm putting it to use on these ribs, and also some apple juice. So what we'll do is we'll spritz these a few times throughout the cook. We're not going to put them on now, but after they hang for a little bit, we'll pull them out, spritz them down, and let some of the flavoring of this bourbon whiskey get in this meat. So you take your hook, and I usually go about 2 ribs down. And hook it through there just like so. Alright, we're going to do all 6 just like that. We've been letting our coals go for approximately 25 minutes now. We're going to go ahead and get the ribs hung. And we got a nice fire going down inside there with the coals. These do not use any kind of water pan down in there. How this is designed is that the meat drips, the fat renders down, drips onto the coals, and creates its own steam bath, they call it. It's a very effective method, and it works great. I really like it. Alright, so there we have it. We got all 6 hung. I'm just trying to get them centered in there. Alright, looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on and let her cook. Alright, we've been rolling for about 45 minutes now. That's the first peek at them. So what we're going to do is try to quickly, we're going to go ahead and raise them out of there just a bit. Look at that. And we're going to go ahead and give them a nice spritz with our bourbon whiskey applesauce mixture there. And we'll do this probably about every half hour. We're probably going to be looking at maybe 2.5 hour cook time on these, if I had to guess. I'll probe them about 2 hours and make sure that they're a good temp. Just give them a good wet down as per Russ's instructions there. Alright, there we go. Alright, we'll get the lid back on, otherwise you start getting a lot of flaming up here. So keep the lid on it, let it cook. We'll be back soon to spritz them again. We've been running exactly 2 hours, and I have spritzed them a few times. I'm going to go ahead and let's pull one out, and I should be at temp. Look at that. About 175. Still going a little bit. 178. Alright, I think these are ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and pull them out of here and get them in my pan. And we'll let them rest for just a bit, okay? It's almost a shame that once you get done cooking your ribs, you don't have some more meat to throw on here, because you still got plenty of fire left down there with the coals. That's one of the things about a pit barrel. It's a one-shot deal with the coals. Okay, so we're going to cover them up and let them rest just a bit. All right, we're gonna give these, I don't know, 15-20 minutes or so, and then we'll come back, we'll slice a couple and do a taste test. All right, it's time to check these things out and give it a taste test. So we're gonna pull one of the racks out and slice a couple off. Okay, I'm trying to decide which one I want to try. We might just go with this one right here. Still nice and hot. Cutting nice. They got a good feel to them. There you go. Let's give this thing a try. That's some good stuff. You see how easy it is to pull the meat right off the bone, but they're not cooked so much that the bone is just falling out of the meat either. You have something that you can bite onto, which is part of the fun of eating some ribs. I tell you what, man, these are some excellent ribs right here. They taste great. The rib is great. The recipe, everything. And using that pit barrel cooker, mine being the pit barrel junior, makes it really easy. Anybody can do it. You put the charcoal in there, you get it lit, let it burn in a certain amount of time, hang your meat, put the lid on and let it go. So anybody can make ribs like this for themselves. But Russ, thank you for sharing the recipe for this. This is really easy, a very good and easy recipe. And you're right, you know, people worry about that bourbon whiskey on their food and say that, well, they don't want to cook with alcohol, but that alcohol cooks off and it leaves the good flavor that's in the bourbon whiskey on the meat right there. And you can definitely taste everything. We got the charcoal, the wood, the rub from Heaven Made Products. Everything's in this. This is some good stuff. So good recipe. If you cook this, you're going to be the fan in the neighborhood, and everybody's going to be wanting some of your barbecue as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I had fun making it, and I cooked these for Abby's family, minus half a rack for myself to enjoy today. And I'm getting ready to take these over there to her house so that her family can enjoy some of the Abom barbecue. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I look forward to bringing you some more cooks as we progress here. And we'll see you again later, okay?